Oh, what's crackalacking? It's your boy Broshmo. Just in case you did not know, so we're here today for a walk the mock. If you don't know what that is a real-time draft simulator, which you get to draft against one another, other people. That's why we do it during a live stream. If you want to take part in one of these walk the mocks, you got to become a premium member at Walk the Mock, which means go to Walk the Mock, use promo code Broshmo50, gets you 50% off. There you go. So I will go ahead and get this sucker rolling. We got 13 minutes till we start. I'm going to go ahead and get that link for you guys in the description. I'm also going to tweet it out. And I'll throw the link in the chat as well. It is tweeted out already, by the way. And I'm going to give it like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a go. You're going to be like, oh, wow. It popped up in the chat before he finished counting down. Well, that's because there's a slight delay. That is how YouTube works. This isn't real time. This isn't real time. You're seeing this a couple of seconds later and whatnot. At Broshmo in the chat if you want me to see and address your comments. You could also super chat. Good way to support the channel. Wow, y'all filled up quick. Dang. Some of y'all thirsty for a walk the mock. Let me go ahead, get y'all. Where's it at? Here it is. My current top 201. That's right. Current big board. That's right. Current from today. Top 201 big board. Bam. I'm going to go ahead pin that in the chat. So there you go. It's pinned if you all want to use it. We got 10 minutes till. We got a couple of teams left over. Also, if you didn't know, now you know. I started doing my 17 team-specific mock drafts. 7 round team-specific mock drafts. So today we started with the Rams. It's on YouTube Shorts. You can check it out there. After this stream, I'm going to go ahead and make the Dolphins one public. It was pretty easy. It was all of, 4 picks. So I had a lot of fun with that. Also, let's go ahead and pop this open. Hoping tomorrow you're going to be getting this. You're going to be getting... You see this thumbnail? Because this is what you're going to go to once you see it. You're going to like the video. You're going to throw a comment in there. But I'm going to go round by round and discuss the my guys for each round at a specific position. For instance, this is the running back one. So I'm going to be like, here's the my guy running back in round 1. Here's my guy in round 2, in round 3, in round 4, in round 5, in round 6, in round 7. And here is the my guy as a UDFA. Fun fact, I'm also, not that one. Also doing it for corners. That'll be the one right after it. So be on the look for that. We got all these teams filled. I'm going to go ahead and go to the draft room. Yes, use my rankings, please. To the draft room. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start chatting with some of y'all guys. I am going to go ahead and actually settings. I'm going to keep animations off for this, just because I want to chat with y'all. I want to hang. I want to chill. It's 4 rounds. Let's talk. All right. So we got Ryder lifts. Yeah, you lift, bruh. Your boy's on time. All right. Well, you're a douche. If the Texans go Anderson at 2, who's most likely to trade up to 3? I have no idea because they're not going to go Anderson at 2. It's like a 15% chance, I would say. Saturday's like, Snyder's out of here. Bye-bye, gone. He is gone. What up, Joel? How you doing, bro? I expect great things from my Vikings. Randomly generated says, and yeah, we'll see. Just check out the shorts. Um, help the algorithm on these. Help the algorithm on the videos. If you didn't know, I released a mock draft just yesterday that was with Trevor Sycamore, which was really sick. It was really fun. I tried hard not to be starstruck because he is a guy I really look up to in the draft community, and I did my best. But that whole video, I was cheesing. Best believe it. It's good enough. I released my top 200 big board today, by the way. If you want to check out that video, that was a ton of fun. Really elaborated on like 100 through 200, and then kind of ran through my final 100 because those are guys I've really talked about a lot during the draft process. Datavia says, "Hey, Broshmo, have you ever seen Tavon Austin college football highlights?" Yeah. I have. Do you think he still be good return man for our team? Oh, how old is he now? Wasn't that like wasn't that like, isn't he like a 10-year guy now? Tavon Austin. So he drafted in like 2010 or something? 2013. Wow. Oh, he's 32? Yeah, maybe, but I mean, there's an influx of good return guys out there. If the Broncos had their first round pick, either 5 or 29, who do you think they would draft? 5? Carter or Will Anderson, whoever fell to him. 29? I have no idea, dude. That was yesterday's news. Saw that mock draft. It was really good. Oh, thank you, Dusty. Do you think the Falcons could go with Bijan for a pick at 8? Yes, it is totally possible. Top 3 favorite coaches. Frazier, which I actually used to like Frazier growing up. Current coaches. Do I have to stick to like NFL or like what are the parameters of this? I like Mike McDaniel. I'm actually a big fan. Mike Tomlin's always been one of my favorite coaches. I actually loved Bill Cowherd. Was it Bill Cowherd? That was the coach before Mike Tomlin. Bill Cowher, yeah. Jimmy Johnson was great. I think Andy Reid is a great coach. If we go to the college ranks, I think Dan Lannon's really good. Nick Saban's obviously amazing. So there, I threw a bunch of names out there. Now that you, Tomahawk says, now that you released your top 100, I watched the whole video, liked it. Top 200, by the way. What players are you most different than the consensus, good or bad? Aditamiwa, he's just a my guy. I feel like uh, just there's a lot. I think there's a good likelihood that he can hit as long as you use him in a versatile role, whether that's like 6 tech, 5 tech, kick him inside on passing downs. As long as you work on his tackling technique, he's got long arms, but his technique's kind of everywhere. I don't like Jalen Duncan. That's one that the general draft community is higher on than I am. I'm a big fan of Wanya Morris. Really, the only other guy that I've saw like Wanya Morris is Ian Cummins. Those are just a few off the top of my head. Ryder says we got some new strength coach and he legit looks like you. Oh, well, hopefully he's buffer than I am if he's your strength coach. Gummy Bears, when they talk about a guy with a twitch, what does that mean? I'm pretty sure it's not how Tony Khan twitches when it's snowing. Oh, that's funny. That's a good cocaine joke. Like twitch, just like overall like quickness, man. Like, is he light-footed, quick feet? Just like twitch is what you think of. Like how well do they move their body? How quickly do they move their body? How little wasted effort is there when they move their body? Stuff like that. Quick twitch. If you want a good example, just look at Yaya Diaby at the Senior Bowl. Gojo wanted out. I had to let him out. Remember, guys, at Broshmo in the chat. And those are the comments I kind of focus on addressing just because there's so many chats in here. Yeah, he's pretty big, but he got the hair and the beard. Well, I don't know how much longer I'll have the hair, man. I think I might cut it. Go back to being bald. I do like being bald. You have been sent a trade offer. The draft has yet to start, so I'm not gonna see it. Oh, my little girl's knocking. I want to go say hi to her real quick. Hi, little Lori. Oh, girl, you just got out the shower? Here, go to mommy and get clothes. It's cold. Well, yeah, Kilo will take you there. Go get clothes. Where's mommy? Come on. Where's mommy? Mommy, put clothes on her before you see her. Here, let's go get you clothes. Well, Ari, I gotta go back in there. I'm streaming, little girl. I can't. I gotta go. I gotta go, Ari. Ari, I gotta go. Here, mommy, can you come here? I gotta go back. All right, the boy is back. The boy is back. Davon says, if you had all of the Falcons picks in the draft, how would you draft for them? Dude, that's come on. Come on. You're telling me to do a 7-round mock draft for the Falcons now? Come on. No, just wait till the short comes out. The YouTube short. I don't know what that means, Tomahawk. I'm Casey Chief for drafter for the Chiefs. Nice, Chase. Is it possible for Will Anderson to fall to the Bears? No, it is not. Do you think Cody lost because Triple H didn't? No, Gummy Bears. I don't think Cody lost because of any grudge Triple H had against him. I don't think that was even a thing. I think they're dandy. Oh. Nah, dude. Martell. First off, we already know the boy ain't a beta. The boy here ain't no beta. Big board code is the pinned comment, Brent. Can you do a 7-round? Okay, calm down, Tomahawk. You nuts. I've barely even dipped my toe into 2024. You're asking for 2026? How the hell would I know? I'm watching some John Boy right now. One of his older videos I came across that I haven't watched yet. Yeah, Brent, you are kind of dumb. I'm just kidding, dude. Ryan says beta. Nah, dude. I'm a regular Chad, bro. Why am I going to let my baby pick? It wasn't even my baby. It was my 3-year-old that was wanted my attention. Like, why? Like, I do not let my kids rule me. I rule my kids. Ryder lives to do a 7-rounder and predict all the UD. Yeah, no, yeah, okay. Ha ha ha. Funny. Yes, I have seen Jack Coletto out of Ohio State. I didn't check out highlights, checked out film, but I think he was at the Shrine. I think he's kind of a what is it? I think he is a kind of a I think he could be actually a H-back in the NFL. Richard, I'm not doing any bets, Richard. I'm not doing any bets. Taylor, any chance at all the Eagles draft a QB later on? I mean, I can't see till day 3. All right. Well, draft's underway. Waiting to see what might unfold. After the draft, it would be funny if you did a black and white video where you rank 1950 prospects. Oh gosh, dude. If I only had the wisdom. If only I had the wisdom. Latavius. In college, who had better careers, Cam Newton or Tim Tebow? Tebow was more of a Tebow had more of a resume, man. Cam Newton, wasn't he like just a 1-year guy? Maybe a year and a half. Oh, everybody's an FTR fan. Gray Firewolf, it has been a minute. How you doing? Draft season's been good, man. It's been good. All right, we got Bryce Young. We got Anthony Richardson. Going 1 and 2. Atlanta trades up to. Ooh, I'm kind of curious what the trade looks like there. Oh, they only give up a second and a third. Second next year and a third this year, and they get Will Anderson. Why would I take? Why? You're sending me these terrible trades, dude. All right, tonight, Kansas City, I'm done. You sent me these 2 back-to-back horrible trades. Horrible. Dude, to move up, why would I give you a 4th? Why would I give you a 2nd? You want me to move back out of the 1st round, and you still want to take one of my 4ths? Dude, Jacksonville, for a similar trade, man, they didn't ask for anything. They just wanted the 1st, and they threw a 4th and a 6th. And you're here trying to take more capital away from me. You're trying to swindle me, dude. I'm done doing deals with Kansas City. Kansas City, dude, no deal. No deal, bro. You're trying to swindle me, bro. I don't think Lamar Jackson gets traded. I don't think he gets traded, Eston. I don't even think I could speculate on that since I firmly believe he's going to be a Baltimore Raven. Why does it seem Pro Day and Combine don't matter anymore? Hendon Hooker keeps moving up. I don't know how those two things are parallel because Hendon Hooker couldn't really participate in it either because of his leg. But I mean, they matter for a sense. Like you want the tape to okay. You better be training up for a quarterback, Raiders. You want the tape to match the numbers. Like if you see the numbers, they're good. It should match the tape. If they're bad, you want to know why. So they don't really move the needle a bunch unless you're looking at like some like terrible numbers or some really good numbers. You want to go back and check that out. Stop drooling. Broshmo. Yes. That is Broshmo in Spanish. Tamak, you should have ChatGPT do your prospect write-ups. That'd be funny. I honestly, Richardson is not unreasonable at 1. I don't think so, Richard. I kind of agree with that. Gojo's trying to finesse me, dude. Straight up, dude. Gojo's trying to finesse me. Yeah, Will Levis, you are an Indianapolis Colt. Yeah, right. Thoughts on OBJ to the Ravens? I thought they paid a lot, but I mean, hopefully it helps them get Lamar back. I feel like that's what the move is. Trying to bring Lamar, try to give Lamar incentive to be like, hey, yo, we want to build around you. It's just the deal you're asking for is ludicrous. No one wanted to pay that for Deshaun Watson, and we're not trying to make another president there. All right, so we got Stroud going to the Raiders, Will Anderson going to the Falcons. I kind of like that. I've been doing good. Oh, okay, here we go. Great Firewolf. Been doing good. What is your new running back? Oh, dude, my final rankings are already out there in the ether. My next running back video is just like my favorite guys per round. Like the guys that are like my guys. I'm going to be doing per round for every position group. Offensive line, I'm just gonna bunch it once. This is not a good class. So yeah, you can check out my rankings. They're on the channel, dude. Matter of fact, Jalen Carter going to the Seahawks. By the way, matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll put the running back video URL in there. Oh dang, dude. O-line rankings. Yeah, they did O-line because offensive line's not that great of a group. O-line rankings for final rankings here for the NFL Stock Exchange, guys, dude. I love their content, man. Indulge in it. Broshmo running backs. All right, so Great Firewolf. Bam. There's the URL for the running back rankings. Hey, by the way, fun fact, guys. There are over 200 of us in here. Hit the thumbs up. Taylor says, any chance Miles Murphy, you misspelled Miles Murphy, goes above Tyree Wilson or no one's going above Will Anderson. No one's going above Will Anderson. Is there a chance? Yes, but the likelihood very low. I don't know, man. Tyree Wilson's got some hype to him. A lot of people like Tyree Wilson. And it's not like Will Levis put together the most I say Will Levis. It's not like Miles Murphy put together the best 2022. All right, Will Levis. So Titans move up to snag Will Levis right in front of the Colts. That's gotta hurt. And it only costs turn your second into a third. That's pretty good. Probably Jamie Robinson's not going to the top 50. Easy breezy, Tony. I don't know what I reminded you of, but anytime, bud. Wow, Dominic, you butchered Lance Zerline's name. Remember, at Broshmo in the chat, if you want me to address your comments, it just neatly sorts the chat for me. All right, let's see what happens to the Colts here. Oh, Tony, my bad. I got you to hit the thumbs up. Please, Tyree Wilson going to the Colts. Probably wasn't their first pick. Scotty was put into a tough situation there. Would you consider Brazil at 30 for the Eagles if he is there? Absolutely. Absolutely. Tank for Caleb. Yeah, I guess tank for Caleb now. Great Farwell. Sweet. Thank you. If you don't mind me bugging you, who's your most underrated wide receiver in this class? For me, it's either Downs or Addison because he's fallen so lately. I feel like Downs does get slept on. I kind of agree with that. Devon Witherspoon going to the Cardinals. Pretty good pickup there. All right, here. I'm actually going to watch this O-line rankings. Oh, by the way, guys, if y'all don't know, man, check out the NFL Stock Exchange. Subscribe to them. They're really good. Here, hold up. Sub to the NFL Stock Exchange. They're great people. Great insight. Jackson Smith going to the Bears. All right. Most likely teams to trade back. As a Baltimore fan, I'm bracing for a trade back. You should. They don't have a lot of draft capital in this draft, so I could see them moving back. You gotta think the Eagles will too. Do you think there are? Chris says, do you think there are any specific players who might go way ahead or behind consensus? There is every year. Blake Fralin kind of feels like that guy. Where do you rank this class from the last five? Last five? Golly, man, I have to like recall. I think it's better than last year's to some degree. Not it could be on par simply because the quarterback position's much better. It's a little better than last year's. We got Josu says who is better for the Lions, Cansey or Brazil? Cansey's the unicorn people really want to take a risk on. So I think that's fine, but I'd probably go Brazil. Just feels safer. Does the franchise guy have a day job? I don't know. Actually, I have no idea. But I didn't know he like occasionally, like yearly, he visits, comes out to my city, to visit with his parents. So I thought that was kind of cool. So I'm gonna try to meet up with him next time he's out here. Do you have? I don't have a day job. I mean, I do during the summer. I do odd jobs, but when NFL college seasons start, I go all in on the channel. I put in a lot of work. Who will be the first wide receiver drafted, regardless if it's the best to scouts? Feels like JSN. Yancey says any reason for Josh Downs' fall? I see him drop in the consensus big board. Christian Gonzalez, by the way, going to the Eagles. Uh, Joey Porter going to the Detroit Lions. Probably size plays a part in that. Might only be a slot guy, so that could be it. Broshmo, do it right and take Asset. Thanks. Oh, for the Patriots? Oh no, I hate the Patriots. If you're the Colts and your top three QBs go before number four, do you settle for quarterback four? I feel like I'd be willing to settle for quarterback four. Whether it's Stroud, Levis, or Richardson. Your deep sleeper to move up for a quarterback. For a team? I don't really have a deep sleeper, but I think the Vikings and the Bucks. I mean, you want a deep sleeper? Patriots, I just don't think it's likely they do it. No, Tamaki can't borrow $100, bro. Jason, a lot of people are talking about how bad the receivers are this year, but is it just possible that this year it's average? And yes, I kind of agree with that. You don't have high end talent at the receiver position this year, but when you get to the meat of it, it's actually pretty darn good. Lucas Van Ness going to the Texans, and Steelers jumped me. Oh, for Paris Johnson. I wasn't even really considering Paris Johnson. I mean, it was a thought. Like, if you made it to me, it was a thought. But I'm pretty headfast in probably going. Ooh, I could go. Like, Nolan Smith feels sexy. He feels really sexy. Um, Deontay Banks feels like a safe option. Quentin Johnston's a thought. So Quentin Johnston, Nolan Smith, Deontay Banks. Those are the three guys I am down to. If anyone wants to shoot me trade proposals, please. Let's see. Over under on Florida State players drafted, 1.5. I might go with the under there. Like Peter Skoronski's a thought. Broderick Jones is a thought. Darnell Wright's a thought, but like I'm really thinking Banks for the secondary, but like Quentin Johnson just might be the guy to risk it for the biscuit for the Patriots. Golly, Nolan Smith, man, to be able to get after the quarterback like that would be so fun. I'll go with Quentin Johnson here. I wouldn't mind trading back and seeing if he falls, but it kind of is what it is. What do you say you do during your summer jobs? Oh, I keep that to myself. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, Jags, I'm not trading with you at all tonight. Zay Flowers, interested over JSN. Because he's gone. I'm stupid. Because he's gone. Have a good night, Zachary. Oh, hope your night is filled with sleep, rest, or whatever else you may be doing. Do you see any team taking 2 QBs like how Washington did years ago? Not really. Did they do that 2 years ago? Wasn't it like many years ago when they took Robert Griffin and then Kirk Cousins? Wasn't that like almost a decade ago? Would Monken Will Levis to the Patriots at 14 be crazy? If he makes it a 14, absolutely not. I don't think it's nuts. I was hoping one of the 3 corners were there, but then I saw Paris Johnson, so I had to do it. Yeah, honestly, I think Swimmer dude, I was pretty confident I was gonna take Paris Johnson. Then you snagged him, and I was like, oh, I really feel like this is probably Deontay Banks. Oh, and then I just love Quentin Johnston a lot. They need receiver help. Also, then Nolan Smith being there too is just like, oh gosh. Peter Skoronski, wonder what Saturday. Let me know what do you plan on him doing? What's his role for your offensive line? I feel like the Raiders always reach so far for a my guy. Anyone for the build for them this year? I think it's corner or quarterback. Like if they like Will Levis or if they like a quarterback in this draft, move up to 3. If not, sit back and get Devon Witherspoon or Christian Gonzalez, one of the 2. Tomahawk. I'll talk about my summer work. Yeah. Oh, well, we got 300 people watching. I wasn't even looking at that. Y'all hit the like button. The flip. Oh, Jacob sent me a bad trade. Well, thank you, Jacob. You can try him at left tackle to replace Leno long term. But honestly, he can fit anywhere. Left guard, center. Okay, I kind of figured Saturday. I just wanted to make sure I get more. Just wanted to make sure I got all the info. Left tackle with short arms. Well, Benny Sewell and Rashawn Slater have sub 33-inch arms. How's that going? Dalton Kincaid. Ooh, that's fascinating with the Jets trade back. I love the mock with Trevor. I was talking with him. Must have been sick. It was insane. He is literally as nice as he appears on camera. He is one of the nicest people I've talked to. And y'all know I do videos with Hail Mary Sports. Alex over there. Alex, mean as hell. But I love him, dude. I love Alex, dude. Alex is a douchebag, but man, he's a guy. That's my type of guy right there. I love Alex. Marcus is a really nice guy. I don't want to say soft spoken. He's like he is soft spoken, but he's like so wise. Um, trying to think other Bangle was fun. He just feels like one of the bros chatting with. Um, did miss a lot of my jokes, but it's all right. I get it. He was focused on the mock. Bijan going to the Lions. Then we got Broderick. Oh, Bills move up. Buccaneers pick up third. Nice. Yeah, Dustin Alex is amazing. I love Alex. He's one of the guys I talk to like a lot. A lot. Hail Mary Sports will let his baby draft. Well, he ain't married. I am, and I got 2 kids. He got none. Allegedly, or at least any that he knows about. Yeah, Gustin, I always try to come through with the juicy content. I think your walk the mocks with your followers are by far the best thing any draft content people do. Yeah, I like doing drafts, man. I like talking with y'all more than anything else. That's kind of what I focus doing. Like I like just interacting with you guys. All right. Do you want Zeke to go to your team? For the right price. I mean, the Dolphins don't really need Zeke, so. Ravens move up 2 spots. They basically turned their fourth into a fifth. That's fine. Nolan Smith, that's a good pickup. That's a scary edge room with David Ojabo. You got Odafe Owe. And now you got Nolan Smith. That's scary at edge. And now the Jags move up. Alex, a douchebag. Yes, Richard. Alex is a douchebag. He knows it. I'm a douchebag. Come on. It's like a term of endearment on this channel. Do the Bucks need right? They probably need right tackle if they plan on moving Wirfs to left tackle. It really depends on their plan for Wirfs. Yeah, they need a left guard. And a right guard now, right? What do they got currently cooking? Miles Murphy. So they get Trayvon Walker 2.0. Here, let's go Bucks depth chart. Bengals move up. A lot of trades in this one, guys. A lot of trades. Saturday, if you were watching at 6, would Banks be the better pick than Skoronski? He usually isn't even there in most mocks. I think it's kind of up to, like, what is your plan? Are you trying to establish, like, a great run game? Like, just what's the overall plan? Oh my gosh, dude. The freaking Bucks need both guard positions. They look terrible. Oh, they got Matt Filer, but they're listing him here at right tackle. They could play him at guard. He did have a bit of a down year. Darnell Washington going to the Bengals. That's a pretty solid move up. Patrick, if Nolan Smith is there at 20, could I see the? Yeah, I think the Chiefs are going to be a team that definitely moves up. They have the draft capital to do so. As a Seahawks fan, Broshmo, who is the number 1 receiver you think we could get at 20? Flowers or Addison? I think those are the guys that are likely to be there. Rumors that Seattle's like Devon Witherspoon and make him it may take him at 5. Do you think they take him and see if Murphy is there at 20? Well, I still think even if they take Witherspoon at 5, they're open to anything at pick 20. I still think they're open to really anything. All right, Texans move up. They send a fourth and a third next year. Take Brian Brazil. Okay. Oh, Richard, you're totally a douchebag. Come on. Come on. You know this. You know this, bud. Oh, I said Darnell Washington. My bad. I meant Darnell Wright. Golly, I would have reacted different if that was Darnell Washington at 22, dude. Inspirational quote of the day. Like the video, boys. I love it, John Wick. Like the video, boys. Boys and girls. I don't know who out there might be a well man or a broette. So if you're a broette, please like the video. How early is that fourth again? It is the almost the earliest fourth you can get. All right, Chargers up. They moved down 2 spots. A lot of good talent on the board. Not in the way of receivers. Even Kincaid's gone, so this is kind of a tough pick for the Chargers. And they take Michael Mayer after I just mentioned tight end. Not exactly the field stretcher, but he's solid. Who is your my guy of this class? It feels like it's Eddie Tomlin. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. My favorite player in this class, like I'm a big Miles Murphy guy, but my favorite player in this class might be Bijan Robinson. Might sound like a cop out, but like, dude, Bijan played here in my city. Like he's the guy I'm rooting for most. I think the Packers run the card in for JSN or Nolan Smith, if not trade back. That sounds fair. Ooh, Connor Rogers didn't list Peter Skoronsky as a. He didn't list Peter Skoronsky as a tackle. Ooh, interesting. Not a lot to talk about Max Suckin. What do you think of him as a day 3 pick? Fine. I mean, I'm not taking him till late day 3. I mean, you could look at my top 200 big board right here. He is. I don't think he's on there. Oh, I think he actually. No, I don't think he's on there. Or maybe he just snuck in. No, yeah, no, he's not on there. All right, Giants. Is this pick Addison or someone else? What would your favorite fit for any player to any team draft position? Doesn't matter. Favorite? They take Deontay Banks. I think that's a good pick. I think that's a good pick, Brent. Okay, so Trevor did list Skoronsky as a tackle. Ooh, they really like Nick Sotovere. Team fit. I'm still thinking of team fit here. I really like Brian Branch to the Patriots. I like that one a lot. Jason, if you had to put money on where Bijan gets drafted today, where would you pick? That's so tough. Golly, that's tough. No one knows where that guy's going in the draft. What is the chances Jordan Love ends up being a Hall of Famer? Favre of the caliber of Favre Rogers. 5%. Like, dude, that's a high bar, bro. You're hoping you got like something of a quarterback there. If you were the GM of an expansion team and it had the first 5 picks, who are you taking? Bryce Young. Oh. Am I? Okay, well, absolutely. Jalen Carter, Brian Branch going to the Dallas Cowboys. That's an interesting fit. But I think I go definitely Jalen Carter, definitely Will Anderson. Give me Devon Witherspoon. Feel like he might be safer than Gonzalez. And I'll take Paris Johnson. But now I'm thinking, do you just gun it with Anthony Richardson or do you take Bryce Young? I think I take Bryce Young. Osiris Torrance. Okay. Odds Richardson goes 1. I'd give it like 15%. 10%. I'll give 15% to Stroud. I think give the rest, what is that, 75 to Young. The Cardinals trade back up. That's how they're at 27. How can you join a draft like this in the future? Patrick, you have to be a member, a premium member at Walk the Mock. Go in the description of this live stream. Click on the link. Use promo code Broshmo50. Gets you 50% off. And then join us for one of these live streams. I send out a link, and you just click it and pick a team. So Eagles move back and get or they move. The Eagles are here. Okay, so they did move up and they take Eddie Tamiwa. Saturday, Washington always has been a team that worships the run. Yeah, that was under Scott Turner. They got Benemy now. Eric Benemy. So, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens. Y2S. If Young goes 1, do the Texans take Stroud, Richardson, Anderson, or trade down? Oh, I think it's tough between Stroud and Richardson. That's the pick there. All right, so we're about to wrap up the first round here. All right, a lot of good prospects still on the board here. Anton Harrison's still here. Saturday, I actually think Benemy has a sneaky good zone run scheme, which you're right. You just need players that exploit that. Seahawks move back up. Oh, man, I don't even know. Anywho, Giants. Oh, there's so many trades. I'm not even keeping track of trades now at this point. They get Jordan Addison, so they move back up. They get Addison. They get Banks. That's a solid first round. Let's see. We got Patrick. Could you see Texans? No, I don't. I think you're here at 2 right now. Go ahead, take your quarterback. Richard, I'm in the minority that Atabari goes first. I think he could go first, man. I was watching Brett Common, and he's not in love with neither Brian Brazzi or Eddie Tamiwa, or at least not in love like I'm in love. And I understand. He is a selective taste. It's time for me to go hit the gym. Hi, Ryder, man. Hit it hard, dude. Go ahead, do your thing. Get a mean lift in. Madison isn't worth trading up for. Well, if you're the Giants, I think he's worth trading up at least. I mean, dude, you got a late second round pick. Like, homie, dude, you're not gonna be getting him there. So, has a prospect ever reached out to you in the DMs or anything? Yes, it's actually how I got tape for some guys. They reached out to me and they got me their all 22. I had a few people do that this year. BJ Ojolari going to the Seahawks. Ooh. It's David. No hate, but I think you're way too on Quentin Johnson, which is fair. Which is fair. That's how it's the NFL draft. We're gonna have different opinions about everybody. He has potential to be great, but out of every day and a half receiver or day one, day two receiver, he's the most likely to bust. I don't think that's the case. I feel that way about Jalen Hyatt. I think he could be a bust waiting to happen. Elijah Cansey going to the Chiefs. There we go. Anthony, you rather Dolphins trade up and give up what limited? No, I don't rather them trade up. Gain more capital. What is realistically could we get for a? Christian Wilkins. I don't think Gardner's a lot, dude. That's maybe a day. It's probably a day 3 pick. I don't know why we would trade him. Have we not come to a deal with that cat? I feel like we have. I thought I saw something this offseason, but I've seen many things this offseason. I don't know. They're eyeing an extension with him. Oh, come on. That's not what I'm looking. Yeah, no, he's a UDFA. After this season, he's on the 5th-year option. Okay. No, we could probably keep him, I think. I think Dolphins just sit, do what you got to do. How does Young compare to Tua? Who would you pick? Oh, I would take Young 100 times out of 100. Dwan Jones going to the Steelers, by the way. Like, I think you could maybe say they're comparable, but man, I think Young's just has such a phenomenal processor. Uh, I think he's got better mobility, better improviser than Tua. Tua misses more than 3 games this year due to injury. Should the Finns move on? I would definitely consider it. I would definitely consider it. Look how pink my hand turns. All right, randomly generated. You only got about 50 seconds, my friend. Only about 50 seconds. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Probably like, I think if you're a Dolphins fan, you gotta be ready to have one foot out the door when it comes to Tua this year. Oh no. Time be winding down. Oh, Anton Harris. Oh, wait. Drew Sanders and then Anton Harrison goes. to the Bucks. That's a pretty good pickup. The issues with Bryce Young is some teams are worried about his height and weight. He's only 5'11", 195. It's not a successful weight for a pro quarterback. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are aware of the issues with Bryce Young. But I mean, if we were talking about this guy, if he was 6'3", 215, he would be unanimously the first overall pick. Can't miss. Easy quarterback one in this class. Easy best prospect in this class. But since it's like, I don't know. I feel like you bet on what you've seen from him as a quarterback. You bet on that. It's different than any, like, weight and height is so different for the quarterback position compared to other positions. I'm not saying it matters less, but it kind of does, I think. Unidentified late. Who did my Falcons take in the first round? They took a player. Oh, they moved up and got Will Anderson. All right, Hendon Hooker going to the Colts. So, hey, you make out with the quarterback. Is 2 inches and 50 pounds really make that much of a difference with Bryce Young and his tape and skill set? I mean, if you want to, people will be like, okay, well, look at Kyler Murray, man. He struggles with the middle of the field because he can't see over the line. There are going to be those concerns with Bryce Young, but I think he's done some of his best work over the middle of the field over the course of his career. So it's like, I don't know. It's kind of like using the eye of the beholder. Will McDonald going to the Rams. I didn't have that luxury in my 7-round mock. I did a 7-round mock for the Rams. It's in my YouTube shorts. Check that out. What could the Dolphins do if Tua doesn't pan out? Oh, pray that they could somehow trade up for Caleb. Or hope the quarterback class is really good next year. Hope guys like Drake May and Quinn Ewers, maybe JJ McCarthy really, really look good. Maybe even like Cam Ward, Bo Nix, Michael Penix. They're older prospects, but they got NFL arms. What did my Colts do in the first if they went with Hooker? Well, they traded down, missed out on quarterback altogether. Was the Titans moved ahead of them to get Will Levis, I believe. So the Colts had to ended up just, I think, taking Devon Witherspoon just as. All right, Seahawks straight with the Cardinals here. Where should DTR go, and what would be a good pick, or would that be a good pick for the Vikings? Yeah, if you convert him to wide receiver. Jack Campbell going to the Panthers. Texans gonna pass up on quarterback this year and trade for, no, I don't see that happening. Yurako. I don't see that happening. Radler's the new Brock Purdy. How so? I didn't know Brock Purdy was a crap teammate. How dire is the boundary corner need for the Bucks? It's not. You just signed Carlton Davis and Jameel Dean to contracts, what, over the next 3 years? Like, the boundary corner is not a need for the Bucks. And you don't draft for need anyway. let's see something here. Yeah, let's go with that. No. Oh, they grabbed Cam Smith. Okay. Okay, so Jags moved up at Cam Smith. Trade accepted. Sweet. All right, moved up to get Tyreek Stevenson. Get some girth up there at the boundary quarter position for the Patriots. How do you feel about Miles Murphy compared to Rashawn Gary, both 5-star recruits who were unproductive in college? I mean, you're really rolling the dice. I mean, for Rashawn Gary, it clicked. It clicked for him, luckily, but yeah, you're really rolling the dice. I feel like that's a fair comparison. How do you feel about this? Oh, S2 quarterback testing thing. Should I be trusting it? I don't think it should have weigh. I don't think the weight for that should weigh heavily into the quarterback conversation. I think it's something fun to know. Cardiac cuts. I wasn't gonna do. I wasn't gonna do you like that. Stevenson Smith are close for me. I just like Smith a tad more. I really thought it was gonna happen before I even did the trade. I was like, oh no. Who's pitching for the Dolphins? Colbert or Clobbers or Colbers. Felix Enrique Uzama. That's a good pickup, Tebow. Timbo. Excuse me. I said Tebow. Hooker went to the Colts. If the Patriots miss the playoffs, they should part ways with Belichick. I don't know about that. I think White could move inside. He's just not bendy, dude. He's got good power. I don't know, man. He's weird. I think he should be like a 3-4 end. Ski mask. I think that's probably the best utilization for him. Mozzie Smith going to the Lions. Have you heard any of the news about you with Buda Baker? I have not. I have not, Tyler. Andre Carter going to the Bears. Developmental guy here. And Keanu Benton. I like that pick. Out of all the tight ends that are projected in the first round, can you see a guy like Michael Mayer falling out of the first because of? Yeah, I could see Michael Mayer falling out of the first. Who did the Bears trade with? I don't know, dude. Augustin. There's been so many trades in this mock. Like the Jets.
I'm gonna go work out.
Huh?
I'm gonna go work out.
Is she down?
Yeah, I gave her melatonin.
All right, she comes out here.
She was falling asleep in our bed.
Okay. All right, baby. Love you.
Yeah,
You can leave it open. All right, there goes Jalen Hyatt. They get this. Chargers get the speed. Get the speed. Where I think Denver should go position wise with 67, 69. Dude, best player available at that point. Whoever's top on your board, select those guys. Who are your dark horse receiver prospects? I like Tank, Tyler Scott, and Trey Palmer. I like I like Tank as well. I like Michael Thomas a lot, or Michael Wilson a lot. That's good. I mean, these are my prospect rankings. Take a look at this. I like Marvin Mims. I mean, if we're gonna go deeper than that, Yoshavas. Those are guys I really like. I mean, okay, after this, these aren't even my rankings. Just want to come through and tell you I appreciate your hard work, brother. Lobo Gamer, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I work hard. And I have to because summer's coming and the channel dies. Does Michael Wilson have reoccurring injury or is it just hurt a lot? I'm not sure if they were on the same leg back to back seasons. And I don't know. I don't have the ability to know how his medicals checked out, but that's the word. Oh, I think Keela wants more water. I'm gonna have to run and grab her water real quick. Darnell Washington going to the Packers. That's a good pickup. By the way, bro, I'm not sure if I mentioned to you in the previous dream draft when did your live mock. Oh, you became an uncle, Anthony. Congratulations, dude. I don't think you did mention that. Theory. Oh, Austin Theory. Chargers round one. It was Michael Mayer, and thank you for the super chat, my friend. Gibbs going. Oh, I don't like that pick for the Seahawks. I'm back. Julius Brown. Ooh, that's a good pickup Saturday. Then Trenton Simpson going to the Lions. Yo, Broshmo, what happened if someone purposely picks really bad? Do you just blacklist them from future mocks or what? There's nothing I can really do. I can't really blacklist them from mocks. They just pick bad. That's just what happens. It happened a lot, not last year, but the year before. Manuel Forbes going to the Steelers. I can't really do anything about it, David. So it's like I can restart the mock if it happens in the like if it happens like midway through the mock. I ain't gonna restart. My time's kind of valuable, unfortunately. Like if someone wants to ruin it for everybody, then it's on them. Wish I could blacklist them. Maybe I should talk to Walk the Mock and see if I could. Isaiah Foskey going to the Bucks. I want to see his interior rankings. Man, a lot of people like Anthony Bradford. Oh, they're lit. Oh, Connor has Bergeron as a guard too. Interesting. Interesting. Steve Avila is a good pickup for the Cowboys. That's a good pickup. If Sherverse did declare for this draft, where he would be edge too. I loved Verse. Anthony, I'm not being harsh on Anthony Richardson, but I have a bad feeling like next to Marcus Russell being overhyped and not doing anything at all in the NFL. I mean, you got to project guys as you project guys. Do you think the Bengals are pretty much 100% going tight in the first round? Nah, it really depends how the board falls. Luke Musgrave going to the Dolphins. John Michael Schmitz. Ooh. That's a good pickup for the Falcons. All right. Oh, I'm just like listening to NFL Stock Exchange right now. Like, I'm finding their interior stuff pretty intriguing. All right, we got the Jets up. We are coming to the close of this second round. Still 2 more rounds to go. What do you think about the Steelers trading up for Paris Johnson Jr.? I don't think the Steelers. I don't think the Steelers. They don't have a ton of draft capital. I don't think they should move up. Just let the draft come to them. If you can move up, make it like a 3 or 4 spot move up. I think ideally, or maybe Houston at 12. Then again, Houston's rumored about potentially moving up to 3. So, Sidney Brown going Jets, not bad. Is Mozzie Smith gone yet? Yeah, he was gone a little bit ago. There goes Keon White. Yeah, 32 is basically another first round pick, though. If you really want to give away 49 to move up, like, if you asking Broshmo a question at him. Yes, at Broshmo in the chat. If you're asking me a question, at Broshmo. Those are the comments I read, or you could always super chat. It just makes it nice and it doesn't allow, like, it. Sometimes it's tough going through all the chat, all the comments, and also focus on the draft and whatnot. So if you get at Broshmo, I will definitely get to those chats. You could always super chat as well if you want to support the channel. What did the Colts get for trading back? Oh, dude, these trades are all kinds of bunk. What did the Colts get for trading back? That. Broshmo, I watched your latest mock with PFF. I like your idea of Eckler to the Commanders. The draft is a mind game, as you said. What is your wild move of the draft night one? Oh, I can't even speculate what a wild move would be. How about Bijan at 8? Bijan at 10? What are your thoughts as Darnell Washington as a receiver? He's not that dynamic, man. He's going to be a guy that either shooting out in the flat or tearing up in the seams. He's not a dynamic athlete. He's just not. He's a solid blocker. Josh Downs, by the way, going to the Colts. Washington is a solid blocker. He's got a big frame. He's gonna be a good red zone threat, but like, I don't think he's gonna like. I don't think he's there as a receiver, man. Not just yet. Who are some of the off-ball linebackers you like on day 3? Oh, shucks. Let me just go ahead to my linebacker rankings then, huh? All right, so my day 3 options start here with Ivan Pace. You got Azir Abdullah, who edge linebacker. Owen Papo, Noah Sewell, Cam Jones, Marte Mapu, safety linebacker, Henry Toa. I really like Jeremy Banks and Anthony Orgy, or Anthony Orgy. I keep saying freaking Anthony. I do like Mikael Jones. He's further down my board. After all this is just like, these aren't the rest of my board. I only did a top 200. No, the Dolphins got Luke Musgrave over Darnell Washington. I think that's fair. Is there underrated tight end prospect in this year's class that is not in your top 10 that nobody is really talking about that you can see being drafted in the first 3 rounds? Not really. Everyone's kind of talked about Schoonmaker, Kuntz. There isn't a guy that's like out of nowhere. Keon White got invited to the draft. There are rumblings that he could go in the 18 to 25 area. Do you buy into it? It's an NFL draft. I buy into it. Carl Brooks going to the Saints. Keely Ringo going to the Seahawks. And Cedric Tillman going to the Buffalo Bills. Read an article. This is from Lobo that said Howie doesn't care if they tell him he picked Bijan too high, if he does. So maybe fingers crossed. We'll see. What are your thoughts on Kuntz? He basically had no production. No, that's not true. He had production in 2021, and then he was hurt this past season. Like Kuntz had production. If you want to hear what I have to say about him, go check out my tight end rankings. I talk fully about Zach Kuntz. David. Here, David. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. Here, David, this is for you. Check that out. See what I have to say about Zach Kuntz. Anthony, when evaluating Darnell Washington, can you blame his lack of receiving talent on Georgia underutilizing him in the past? No, they utilized him pretty well. Brock Bowers is a different animal, but no, he's just not a lateral athlete. He's not gonna be a guy that has this nuance at the next level as a route runner. He's just not. Who's your favorite draft project? Late round pick type of guy. Project. Ooh, let me take a gander real quick. I really like Matt Landers from Arkansas. Jake Witt from Northern Michigan at tackle is interesting. I like City Sal. I don't know how to say his name. Eastern Michigan guard. Scott Matlock, I think, has some traits from Boise State defensive interior. Lonnie Phelps is one of my favorite players in this draft. Developmental though, maybe O'Shane Mathis is a better pick there. Linebacker. I kind of like Zaire or Zari Barnes, the Western Michigan linebacker. Da, 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 da. Corner, not really. Safety, not really. Yeah. There you go. Ken, Why do you think Voorhees falls too in this upcoming draft? Because he's not going to play football next year. Towards ACL. Favorite run back, and it's not like he had this this ridiculously high ceiling. Yeah, trades are wild. Trades are always wild in these. Gravon Dexter going to the Browns. Cody Mock going to the Colts. Oh, where do I think Voorhees falls? My bad, Ken. I misread that. Probably fourth round. Favorite running back prospect for the Broncos? A-Chain. Spency, hey man, I am really high on Mingo, Carl Brooks, and Bertrand. Do you not see why they aren't considered first round picks? What do you think? Well, Carl Brooks tested out like crap. Mingo, oh, Jonathan Mingo. Um, he's kind of a project in terms of he doesn't really have great awareness on the field, doesn't know where the sideline is. Not the cleanest out of like breaks that involve coming back to the football, and his hands are inconsistent. Bergeron, oh man, I don't know if he's more of a like. I kind of see him as like a safe tackle prospect. I think it's just there's simply guys with better upsides in this class. Did you play football when you were younger? When I was a youngster, I did play football and I was meh. And I didn't make. I wasn't. There's no way I was gonna go anywhere in college with it. How do you get into being a draft analyst? Always loved the draft. I've loved the draft since I was a child. I knew that it's what I wanted to do when I grew up. School was expensive. Kind of figured that wasn't my. That wasn't gonna be the way for me. I tried other ways of just kind of getting to know the game more. Whether it was I did security for the University of Arizona. I say security. I basically stood at a game and just like, huh. But I got to watch games. I got to be around team practices. That was when Rich Rodriguez was the coach at Arizona. I used to ref. Did a couple of games for high school. Did a lot of reading. I did blogs back in the day. Good luck finding those. Did some on Facebook. On mock drafts. I just and after I got done doing that, I probably gave up. And then I had a mock draft that I just decided to do a mock draft one day on YouTube. It hit, and I was like, oh, cool. I'm a NFL draft YouTuber. This isn't how I thought I'd be living my dream, but here I am. Saturday, hypothetically, how would other QB prospects have fared in Kentucky's offense? Would they look just as good or better than Levis? I don't know. I think Stroud would be interested. How would he function in that offense? I think that would be interesting. I think those two would have a bit more similarities than most people would like. Uh Judah, yes, it costs money to join. You gotta be a premium member of Walk the Mock. Check the description for details. I have a promo code, gets you 50% off. It's like $15 for a year. Easy breezy, Spencer. Where are my entertainers? Right here. Not my guys, but good picks. Both guys are Tracy and positions we need. Oh, are you talking about for the Patriots? Yeah, Quentin Johnston didn't feel great, but I thought it was fine. Are you surprised that all the good Canadian talent is starting to produce guys like Bergeron, Sidney, Chase, the draft? Not really. I mean, Canada has a football league. Like Cameron Wake got his start in the Canadian Football League, so I'm not surprised. We got Antonio Johnson going to the Eagles, Luke Whippler going to the Seahawks. We got Blake Freeland going to the Jets. We got Dion Henley going to the Texans, and Joe Tippmann going to the Cardinals. Oh, excuse me. We got Justin. Assuming every coverage linebacker were available for Miami, which do you think best fits the Fangio system? That's kind of tough because I view them all very similarly. Not like they're similar prospects, but like in the general area of where I would take them. I think Dion Henley, Trenton Simpson kind of be the guys. Too bad you don't have Mel Kiper's hair. Maybe you get on ESPN. That dream died long ago when I decided to quit school. How much did Rasheed Rice play the Z in college? Quite a bit. Quite a bit. Pretty sure last year he was like it was like 70%, but I could go confirm that real quick because I have it in my nice Google spreadsheet doc. Rasheed Rice. Oh, 83%. I thought it was in the 70s, but 83% of the time he was working the outside. Anthony, if he stayed healthy and performed well this season, declared in this year's draft, where would have you had Tyler Van Dyke ranked above Will Levis or below? No, he'd be below Will Levis. He'd firmly be like a day two guy. Maybe like he would be in the Hendon Hooker, Tanner McKee area. He really didn't have a good year this year. Remember, at Broshmo in the chat, if you have a comment that wants to be read, or you could always super chat. Joe Tippmann, Cardinals, Derek Hall going to the Broncos. Man, Matthew Bergeron was still on the board. What a freaking steal. Maybe I should have moved up. The flip. That's kind of funny. That's kind of a funny thumbnail. Would you rate at the best and worst teams in the draft usually? What? Would you rate at the best and worst teams in the draft? Like at draft in? Too evil, too hope. You gotta clarify that question. Out of these quarterbacks, do you think? Well, who do you think will bounce back the most? Aaron Rodgers, Deshaun Watson, Russell Wilson. I think Deshaun Watson will. Uh, Tuffy Puppy. That's a funny name. I think Jalen Hyatt is closer to receiver 15 than receiver 5. Thoughts? Honestly, like, I don't disagree. I think the receivers are kind of bunched up in here. We got Sam Laporta going to the Rams, Darius Rush going to the Raiders, and Tajay Spears going to the Saints. Who are the day 3 quarterbacks who could be potential draft steals? Honestly, the way how everyone feels about Tanner McKee. I really feel good about Clayton Thune though. Clayton Tune. What Zachary Moore says, what are your thoughts on Rakim Jarrett? I'm super high on him at wide receiver 9. I actually talk about him in my in the video I did today. Did my top 200 big board, and I talked a bit about why I feel like I have him where he's at. Jonathan Mingo gets all this pub. I don't know what that means, Stra. Pub for being big and fast, but Bryce Ford Whedon, almost none. Why? Bryce Ford Whedon has some of the most inconsistent hands you'll ever see. Literally does. Literally does. Like with Mingo, you can see some of the ball skills, and he's actually bigger too. Um, And honestly, I think Mingo's probably more put together as a route runner than Bryce Ford Weenan. Nathaniel Dell going to the Titans. I like that one. Marvin Mims going to the Texans. Oh, I got a pick coming up. A.T. Perry going to the Browns. I see a guy. I don't know how people feel about it. Oh, I'm looking at just linebackers. I was like, why are all these linebackers left on the board? Ooh, I see another guy too. Oh, there's a lot of good prospects on the board. Butter my biscuits, there are. Hey, Brandon, easy breezy, dude. I appreciate it. Remember when the Finns took Deion Jordan at 3? Gotta love it. Gotta love it. What a banger Oregon prospect. Soured me on Oregon. Honestly, I got gripes with Oregon, man. First, they give us Deion freaking Jordan, and then they give us freaking Cristobal. And then they just basically trade up at quarterback or trade up at coach, get Dan Lannon. I wish I knew Dan Lannon was still available. Not exactly great. Oh. I'm I wish I could block the Chiefs guy right now. Honestly, do. Oh, I'm on the clock. I was actually considering Toy Peloto. That was actually who I was considering. And I'm looking at Nick Herbig. I think he's a good fit. Yeah, Nick Herbig feels like the guy. Really like Dorian. Who do we got at linebacker right now? I said we I like the Patriots. I actually hate the Patriots. Oh, whoops. Meant to go our lads. There we go. So they basically only have Bentley, Jelani Tavai. Um, I think I'll go with Dorian. I like Dorian. What do we got going on here? Hey, Mr. Chuck. He says thumbs up the video, so you best do it. Y2S. Too bad though you don't have that quarterback from Oregon from 2020. Yep, it's a real shame. It really is. Dang, I really wanted Tully. Thought he would have been a good fit. What's the story on the Casey guy? You mentioned him a lot. You friends? No, no, he's just been sending me a lot of trades. The first few were actually really bad. Like he was trying to swindle me. That's the story. That's the story, Baltimore. Keep sending me trade offers that are crap. Oh, delicious. Ooh, that's a good pickup, Pats fan for the Rams. That's a good pickup, Garrett Williams. I saw the first trade. It seemed like he wanted more for less. Yeah. Ooh. That's good coffee. Who's gonna be Pachenko in this year's draft? I don't think there's a lot of guys that really can be. If we're talking seventh round or lower, I think Deneric Prince from Tulsa is a good guy to bring up. Um, yeah, that's probably the guy. Zach Charbonnet. Uh-oh. Someone's like, get the flip out of here, stinking AJ Dillon. What's your opinion on Makai Gardner? Didn't see him in your top 200. He's like fringe. Like here, I'll go ahead and let you know where he is. On the top on my big board. Um, like he's 209. Another corner I really like, Alex Austin out of Oregon State's 204. They just missed out. Like I got him as 6th-round picks. So it's not like I dislike him or anything. It's a good corner class. Clark Phillips going to the Bengals. All right. So we got Clark Phillips going to the Bengals. Travius Hodges Tomlinson. Ooh, Jalen Duncan. Ooh, going to the Titans here. Ravens probably need a corner at 23, but O-line wouldn't hurt. Get Ben Powers replacement. Well, you have Ben Powers replacement. It's called Ben Cleveland. Braun Strowman himself. Rasheed Rice going to the Bucks. Broshmo. Pick 87. My bad. Oh, I got you. Zach Harrison going to the Chiefs. Oh man, if Charbonnet fell to me, I was gonna sprint that ticket in. Oh, at Washington, you already got a big power back. Do you just stream during the whole draft, or what are your plans, dude? I stream all 3 days. I think we're going into year 3 of doing this. I don't know. I think I may have. Yeah, I think we're going to year 3. Brian Brazzi, still a 1st-round guy. Probably back end. He's in my top 25. So technically, yes, still a 1st-round guy for Broshmo here. Oh, the Dolphins trade back. Not bad though. They could pick up more. They only have 4 picks. Mm-mm-mm. Ooh, DJ Turner. That's a good pickup. Good pickup, random. Oh, well, Dustin, I'm going to be here day 1, day 2, and day 3. Jamie Robinson, interesting. Interesting. Cameron Mitchell. Ooh, that's an interesting one, Eston. All right. I'm going to just get back to this video after the stream. It's very insightful, though. John C., if they can't trade up for Jalen Carter, I think a perfect first round for the Eagles would be one of the 3 OTs at 10 and Atabari at 30. I think that would be good, too. Guy for the Chargers making you proud. That's good, Jacob. That makes me happy. That makes me happy. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. If you like draft content, fun fact, there's a ton on the channel. I also did just start doing my team specific mock drafts, and I do them through YouTube Shorts. So you get a nice short, like 50-second YouTube short where I talk about why I drafted the way I did for that respective team. Did it for the Rams earlier today. Later tonight, you will see the Miami Dolphins probably like a few minutes after the stream is done and over. So the Miami Dolphins one will be up, who are actually on the clock right now. You will see that one. So you're going to get those right up until the draft. Quinn Johnson is going to be a Chief, man. I know it. Oh, I don't know about that. As long as DTR draft day 3 mini, I'm happy. That's an interesting way to put it. Eston wasn't decided between Mitchell and Trice. Looked at the beast to help me make the pick. Oh, dude, freaking the athletic dude, Dane Brugler. Oh, I love the beast. It's great. The 2 things I love every year from the athletic, it's Bruce Feldman's Freaks List, and then it's the Beast. Dane Brugler's the Beast. It's just great. It really, really is. Good on you, Eston. What did the Finns trade down for? I don't know. Draft picks. Wanya Morris. That's a good pickup for the Finns. They got a 6 for moving down 3 spots. It's about right. Blah, blah, blah. Did you? No. I just started them today, Brandon. I just did the Lions. You get the Dolphins after this. We're gonna do them each day because honestly, it takes no time for me to do. Fortunately, outside of just doing the mock. Oh, unfortunately, since 50 seconds, I can only really talk about the picks that matter. So, like with the Rams, I didn't talk about the 6th or 7th round picks, but I talked about their picks up to the 5th round. And with the Dolphins, since they only have 4 picks, I was able to talk about all their picks, which was nice. What has Seattle picked up going down 3 times from 20? A lot of picks, Chuck. A lot. I couldn't tell you. I could not tell you. All right, so we got Chandler Zavala. Dude, I love Zavala a lot. That's a good pickup. Cardiac Cats. I like Zavala. I think that's a good fit to the system, too. Where's Drew Sanders on your top 100 board? Well, Brandon, you could check out my big board video. But he's like 54, 55, somewhere around there, I think. Somewhere around there. Uh, let's see. Oh, Keaton Mitchell would be freaking nuts. Thanks. Wanted to add to the offensive line bit. Yeah, and I think the Jags should if they're smart. I'm not in love with their offensive line. They really, really should. All right, Michael Wilson. Uh-oh, potential replacement for Michael Thomas. Trouble in Paradise. Thoughts on Ollie Gay? LSU. He's underrated. He's old. And I'm not a big fan. Let's actually look. I don't even remember if he was at the combine, but I'm sure I have at least pro day numbers from him. Like I am really low on Ollie Gay. No, I don't have any numbers for him, but like, I'm really low. I don't even have him as a draftable prospect. Like, I don't think he's that explosive. Um, he struggles as a tackler. I don't think he's bendy. I mean, shoot, this past year he only had a 7.8% win rate, so kind of bad. Kind of bad. Agreed. It's a bit overrated. Injuries are a legit concern for four of the starters. No, yeah, I guess that's fair. Yeah, because what Ben Barch was beat up last year. Um, Brian Bulaga, or not Brian Bulaga, but another Brandon Sheriff. There we go. Injuries have been the story of his career. Cam Robinson was beat up last year. Was Eli Cox beat up last year? I don't think so, right? Because I know Shantley was playing a bit. Walker Little had to come in. I'm watching this conversation between Rando and Meatwad. Freaking weird. Almost as weird as Aqua Team Hunger Force. Meanwhile, I'm in business. Business is kicking your. And let me tell you, business is booming. Oh, they move up, get a slot guy. Oh, I like that Quan Martin pickup. Good job, Ski Mask. That's good. That's a good pick. Might be a good fit for Seattle's defense. Yeah, as a UDFA. Robinson was out. Barch was out. Sheriff just finally had a fully healthy season. Walker Little. Okay, yeah. Walker Little missed an entire year because of a leg injury, but I don't think he has an injury history. None that I know of, at least. Siaki Ika going to the Seahawks to get their meaty boy. What sent me a fifth, and I thought it was a 5-round mock. Surprise! It's a different 4-letter F word. I'm talking about 4, not 5, or not the other F word. Jeez, 4-letter F word, man. That could be taken in a lot of different ways there. Yo, we ain't even in the 4th round, man. This has been one long mock draft. One long one. And we still got a whole 4th round to do. Dang. Either next week or the week. Nah, we'll probably wait till we get closer to the draft, but we're gonna be doing a 7-rounder. That's gonna be a monster. Jonathan Mingo. Ooh, I like that pickup for the Panthers. Who would be more upset after day one? Us Packer fans or fans at WrestleMania after Roman beat Cody? Oh, I think it's probably safer to say Packer fans. Jordan Battle going to the Seahawks. That's a pretty good pickup. What up? Just up. How you doing? But I mean, aren't Packers fans used to disappointment at this point? Are they like Dolphins fans? Like, I think Nick Herbig, by the way, going to the Bucks, and Tucker Kraft, ooh, going to the Chiefs. What do I think about Deuce Vaughn? A boy small, but he's a freaking ball of lightning. He's like those like mini bar shots, like mini bar bottles. He's he's a bottle of lightning, except for the bottle's like this big. Like Dolphins fans, I think a wise Dolphins fan, at least if you've been a Dolphins fan for a long time, like you've seen your team like enough over like the past decade and a half, 2 decades, like win 10 or 11 games and miss the playoffs. You've seen enough one and dones in the playoffs that you're just like, Dolphins can't really hurt me. I mean, shit, we almost had a winless season. Like, come on, man. If you got your hopes up as a Dolphins fan, like, you're you're a fool. Straight up, you're just silly. I mean, you could be optimistic, but don't get your hopes up. You would be like, oh, the team's looking better, man. Think they could be fun to watch this year. But when they let me down, I won't be shocked. I won't be surprised, and it won't hurt me. I don't. ZC Studios. I think Bucks came out today, said they have no intention of trading Devin White. Honestly, is that true? I don't know. If they get offered a trade they can't resist, okay. But I don't think he's moving anywhere. How has Siaki fall to round 3? Do you think this could actually happen? Absolutely. It wouldn't shock me if he fell to day 3 either. Like he was very, what's the word? Unproductive this past season. So Josu, that's kind of how I see it. Jan Reed going to the Commanders. We got Andrea Yoshavas going to the Chiefs. That's a good pickup, Chiefs. I like that guy. I like him. That guy, thumbs up. Going to a wedding tomorrow, so no stream. No stream tomorrow. Going to a wedding. I'm gonna go enjoy myself. Could you see the Dolphins drafting DTR? No, we just invested money in a backup called Mike White. Why? We got Skylar Thompson if they'd want to develop a guy, but it'd be no point in taking DTR. What? We're just gonna throw him on the practice squad for him to get picked up by another team? Like, I feel like it's a wasted pick. If he ends up being a UDFA, sure, bring him in, but don't draft him. Don't draft. If you're the Dolphins, don't draft a quarterback. That's just stupid. Do you think the Bears trade down again if someone likes Tyree Wilson? If he's there at 9, will they still? I mean, I think the Bears ideally kind of want to trade down. They want to get more picks, especially like an early second. If they could kind of secure an early second some way, somehow, I think they'd be willing to trade down. Antonio? Am I a Dolphins fan, dude? I am a Dolphins fan. Fins up, baby. Fins up. Fins up. Laces out. You see Voorhees staying. No, Voorhees is a guard. He didn't even play tackle this year. He played guard. He's a guard. DTR could be a potential starter. Maybe in the slot. I don't think at quarterback. Unless me and you watched vastly different film, Dustin. I mean, if you like a quarterback who likes to throw to defenses, then cool. DTR is your guy. He's more athletic, Aiden O'Connell. But I think Aiden O'Connell at least can push it downfield better. We got Zach Pickens going to the Niners. Byron Young from Tennessee going to the Raiders. Man, I've been trying to kick this sore throat for like a week now. Like, just got over the strep throat, and the sore throat kind of came back. Yeah, now Timbo, he did play left tackle in 2021. Who's the best punt returner in this class? Ooh. There was somebody with like multiple returns. And I legit can't think of them right now. I need to put like a star by guys if they're good returners. Oh man, my Google spreadsheet's gonna be so freaking amazing next year. Was it Mitchell? Yo, ain't no way I didn't list. Okay. Kenny McIntosh is a good returner. Is he the best? I think he is. I think Nathaniel Dell's pretty solid. He's solid. He's all right. Jordan Reed's a pretty good return man. What's our? I mean, Riley Moss has return experience. Charlie Jones has return experience. Well, Charlie Jones is actually a really good return man. So, could be that. Honestly, Charlie Jones probably should be higher on my board. Probably should be higher on my board just because of the return experience. Well, things you look at it in hindsight. So DTR is more athletic Cousins. Man, he wish he had Cousins' arm talent. Tyler Scott, by the way, going to the Niners. Possible landing spots for Lindsey Scott Jr. How am I supposed to guess what practice squad Lindsey Scott Jr. is going to be on, or what USFL or XFL team he's going to be on? Ski mask. Do you think Clayton Tune could compete against Trask for QB2 or even QB1? Well, Baker's winning that. He could, but if I'm the Bucks, dude, why am I gonna bring in a fourth or fifth rounder to compete with my third rounder for a backup quarterback spot? Yeah, Niners got a lot of picks here at the back end of the third round, but also happens to be their first picks. Hey, people, help out and smash that like button. The man has kids and a dog. Who am I, Heath Slater, dude? I got kids. Oh, Y2S. Thank you. Thank you. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Much appreciated. Much obliged. I don't know why I said it that way. Dude, I finally am going to be having a pickup, and oh my gosh. I can't believe how this board looks. None of y'all are drafting running backs. Zach Kuntz is still on the board. Yaya Diaby is still on the board. Like, oh my gosh, there's the talent on the board here right now. I am bursting from the seams. JL Skinner going to the Niners. So the Niners complete their swoop. Hey, Dibin. What's up, dude? Tyler Steen going to the Bears. Trey Palmer going to the Vikings. I love Heath Slater. Yeah. I got kids. Isn't it wild that he's the only one from 3MB to not win a world title? Like gender one, dude. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I enjoyed the Jinder Mahal title reign. It wasn't great, but I enjoyed it. I remember I went to a live show, live SmackDown up in Phoenix, and it was when Jinder Mahal was feuding with Nakamura, and he was making the Pikachu jokes. And we people in my section, because we were hard cam side, and we were trying to get a when Jinder came out. Don't like we were trying to get a Maja. What was his thing? The Maharaja, something like that. We were trying to get a chant that going. We were trying to get a "Don't hinder gender" chant going. Oh yeah, Ramigo is a pretty good return man as well. Actually, that also brings up Cropper's not a bad Cropper's not a bad return man either. All right, Kendre Miller going to the Cards. Devon A Chain, who actually I was looking at, going to the Cowboys. I don't want. I think I'm just gonna. There's good talent on the board. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and take a guy here. All right. Gasicki's a 1 year deal. They could get out of Hunter Henry's deal after. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I really think Zach Kuntz here is like super enticing if you want to develop him. I really think it's enticing. Dang, dude. I think that's the pick. Like, I am thinking about Ojamo, but I think I'm gonna go with Kuntz. It's just a good pick there. The modern day Maharaja. There we go. Try to get on Maharaja. Dude, it was oh man, I freaking love Jinder Mahal. That's another guy that's just any interview I see him in seems like the coolest dude, nicest guy, most thankful guy. Also Veer, who's in NXT. That dude has a great story. Former Pittsburgh Pirates pitcher. Um, Mom was a big supporter of him. She ends up passing away. Sad story, but like, golly, dude. I like that they got him back in NXT. They got him wearing like freaking suits, looking like a boss. Could you see a team drafting two quarterbacks in this draft? Always possible. Always possible. Can I see it though? Probably not. Unless they plan on making one like transitioning one to like a receiver, tight end, running back. Because I think the Steelers did that last year when they picked up the San Diego State quarterback. They tried to transition him to another position. Picked him up late in the seventh round, I believe. Dang, Wyatt, take your sweet little time, why don't you, buddy? Yo, everybody just passed it up on Tanner McKee. Okay. Noah Sewell. Boy, was that pick well worth the wait. Yeah, I don't see a team pulling the Kirk Cousins, Robert Griffin thing. Like, I mean, if you think about it, the teams that are drafting quarterback, Texans, they got Mills there. That's fine. Panthers, who's their backup? Do they still have PJ Walker? Oh, they got Preston Smith. Oh, that's right. They got Andy Dalton. Yeah, Matt Corral. Ha! Ha! People were, oh, man. I remember early in the draft process, Panthers fans, we have Matt Corral. He's a third round pick. Who cares? Let's see. Yeah, a lot of these teams that want quarterbacks already have like guys that could be solid backups. Yeah, Andy Dalton for the Panthers. You got Gardner Minshew with the Colts. Raiders just spent a lot of money on Jimmy G. I mean, Desmond Ritter is there for the Falcons, but I don't know if even if they go quarterback. Oh, they got Taylor Heineke too. So, Washington. I know they got Sam Howell, but they brought in Jacoby Brissett. Like, there's not a lot of teams that I think that will take quarterback early need to take quarterback late as well. Brandon Joseph going to the Raiders. We got Ivan Pace going to the Falcons and Jose Ramirez going to the Browns. I actually like that pick. Let's see. Broshmo, it's really crazy how overhyped I remember the quarterback class being last year, like Willis Ritter, Corral going in the first noise. Yeah, that was the thing though. There was no sure first rounder. No one knew, like there wasn't a guy that was like absolutely gonna be a quarterback one. And when was the last time we dealt with a draft where it was like, oh no, who's quarterback one? Like a quarterback has to go in the first round. It was like what, 2015, right? Was that the Emmanuel or the EJ Manuel draft? So people are like trying to look at the upside with Willis. Like me, I personally really liked Sam Howell. Because if you look at his freshman tape, man, that guy looked like he was going to be a top 10 pick, future top 10 pick. And then, you know, then his other two seasons happened, which they weren't bad by any means. It was just such a RPO heavy system under Mac Brown. It's like, then you got Kenny Pickett, who it's like very small hands. Like, do you personally love the upside? Like, I felt like he was a cat that could get the ball in the general area, but eh. And then Matt Corral, I don't know if I was ever in on the Matt Corral hype train. Like, I think he was in my top 50 though. Oh, I could just go look at my big board from last year. What am I doing? This is why now I do Google spreadsheets so I could go look at my past draft content and see where I was at with guys. All right. So we're just going to go ahead. We're going to look for QB. Oh, yeah. Like, oh my gosh, dude, my quarterback rankings last year. Okay, yeah, Matt Corral was 42. Wait, am I on the board? No, I'm not on the board yet. Okay. Yeah, Diaby, by the way, going to the Jets. Xavier Hutchinson going to the Falcons. Tank Bigsby going to the Panthers. Andrew Voorhees. Ooh, that would have been a good pick for me. Going to the Saints. That's a good pick for the Saints. Look at these guys just on the board, begging to be. Oh, I see. I see who I'm taking. I see who I'm taking for my final pick. Yeah, like even Carson Strong, like the medical concerns, I still had him at 74. Bailey Zappi, 106. Oh man, after that, I didn't have a quarterback until 246. but I had Pickett 53 overall on my big board. Matt Corral 42. Ritter 32. Howell 27. And then Malik Willis at 23. Last year, what we learned, they really want these guys to be NFL ready, man. If they're not, then ta-ta, bye-bye. Get the hell out of here. Lee Cunningham going to the Ravens would be interesting. It would be. He'd be a good UDFA. How definitely going to show it. I hope Hal shows out this year. I really want him to work out so much because I really liked him. Y2S. I wonder if King Pickett hadn't gone to Pittsburgh for college, would he ever gone to the first round? Well, I mean, okay, Mike Tomlin went to his pro day. Mike Tomlin got to see him at the Senior Bowl. Like, a lot of people knew Mike Tomlin was going to go the way of the quarterback. The question was which quarterback. We were all just kind of making guesses at that point. Chris Smith going to the Packers, by the way. I'm taking. Oh, where'd you go? Oh, I still got to change Kobe Woodington edge player. I'm going Kobe Turner. This dude's twitched up out his mind. I just learned today, thanks to Brett Coleman. I keep saying Collier. That he's actually was like a music major, nicknamed the Conductor by his team, but twitched up, dude, plays strong. On top of that, just a high character individual, dating back to when he was with Richmond. Isaiah McGuire, best player on the board, dude. I get that. I get that for Washington. Keandre Coburn going to the Vikings. All right, well, I made my picks. There's my Patriots draft. And I'm pretty happy with how I walked away with a lot of guys that I liked. So I'm pretty happy. Pretty happy. Pretty happy. Remember, after this mock, I'm going to be releasing that Dolphins 7-round mock draft. It's going to be it's going to be a YouTube short. So before y'all head to bed, check that out. It's all of like, I think 50 seconds. Now the Packers are done, I'm out. And remember to never hinder the gender. That's right, Y2S. Don't hinder the gender. Jalen Jones, more of a zone corner. But I'm fine with that. That's good value for the Steelers. Never hinder the gender, dude. I love that, dude. Come on, boys. We're so close. We're so close to ending this mock. And then I will wrap it up. I will go through each team. I'm not giving grades. I might make comments, but come on, man. This stream's been pretty long. I got a long work day tomorrow. I got to make content for you guys for over the weekend too. No, there's more than 13 likes. What you talking about? We got 174 likes. I don't know what you're talking about, Zach. Oh, you wanted Isaiah McGuire swimmer, dude? Yeah, that would have been a nice pickup. Blow my nose real quick. Try to do it away from the mic. Don't want y'all to hear my allergies. Been taking a lot of Zyrtec. Zyrtec. I think that's how you say it. I think that's why I got the sore throat, dude. Post nasal drip, dude. Oh, you can't see the likes unless you leave and come back. Oh, okay, that's fair. Gotti, why another tight end for the Colts? They have so many. Y'all got Jelani Woods. Y'all got Mo Alley Cox. Y'all got Kylan Granson too, don't y'all? Dude, y'all brought in Pharaoh Brown. Andrew Ogletree was a guy I liked coming out of Youngstown State. Jalen Wademeyer, wow. Talk about a guy that sank his stock. You got Owen Popo going to the Jets. Finally, Tanner McKee comes off the board. Finally comes off the board. I feel like this is going to be pretty accurate. I think Tanner McKee is going to probably be an early day 3 guy. He's a guy that I think I'm way too high on. And I'm willing to admit it. Future bad take, Tanner McKee, top 75 guy. Future bad take. I'll call it here and now. Oh, what content did PFF put out today? Oh, the 5 biggest sleepers at the edge position. They include Yazir Abdullah, Jose Ramirez. Yeah, he's a bit of a sleeper. KJ Henry, he's pretty good. Nick Hampton, pretty solid. Iku Leota, former Northwestern, now Auburn guy. All right, we got Demarion Overshone going to the Seahawks. Kenny McIntosh going to the Falcons. Olusegun Oluwara Timmy going to the Browns. And then Roshan Johnson, big bruiser, going to the Chargers. Renner is higher than Elon McKee. Not much, is he? I can't imagine Renner being like stupid high on him. Oh wow, Trevor Sickma really loves Nolan Smith. Look at his like top 5 for each defensive position. Doesn't even have my boy Eddie Tamiwa. Be fair, I get it. I'm higher on the guy than the consensus. That it is what it is, man. I'm willing to admit my faults. Linebacker looks about right. Oh, he really does like Clark Phillips. I forgot about that too. All right, let's see. Let's see what this big board looks like. Where is Tanner McKee on his big board? 37. Oh no. Yep, he can safely say he is higher than me on Tanner McKee. Kobe Wooden going to the Ravens. How do you think Falcons did this mock draft? I don't know. I'll let you know once I look at it. We'll wrap it up at the end by going through and looking at each mock. Look, we're only a few picks away, boys and girls. Yeah, we can laugh at Mike Renner. I love Mike Renner, dude. That's another great draft mind. Dude, Connor Rogers, stinking Trevor Sikkema, Mike Renner, Kyle Krabs, Devin Brown, Jordan Reed, great draft minds. Jim Nagy. There's a lot of great guys out there. I think Ian Cummins is really good. Jaron Hall. Lol. Lol. Get a BYU quarterback to compete with your BYU quarterback. All right. All right. Lol. When do you start thinking about predictive mocks? Much closer to the draft. When when the draft order is for sure, and typically I might start it a week before the draft, but I'll have one the day of the draft. Where the most news usually comes out and where we're pretty confident what the first pick is. So you'll see it probably a week before the draft, and then the day of the draft I'll have a predictive mock. But I really hate predictive mocks because you really can't predict the draft. The twist, the turns. That's why the goal of this channel is just to have y'all know the most prospects as possible. That's the goal of the channel. For y'all to know as much about these prospects going into the draft. So when you look at your team's draft class, you could be like, okay, I like these guys. I know these guys. That's my goal. That's the goal for the channel. And to just open up conversation, discourse. Can we do another mock draft live on my birthday? When's your birthday, bruh? If it's tomorrow, then sorry, no can do. I'm going to a wedding. I'm not in it, but I'm going to it. And then I'm going to have sushi after. It's going to be a good day. Spencer Rattler, Heisman season. Good luck. Man, y'all can even tell I'm winding down, dude. I'm tired. Riley Moss. Going to the Bills. Last 5 picks. Beautiful football discourse. Did you see the rumor that the Colts have Levis higher on their board than Richardson? Yeah, in the great words of the NFL Stock Exchange, Will Levis, you are an Indianapolis Colts. The Rodgers deal isn't done because they're flipping picks in a bunch of rounds. Yeah, I'm hoping it gets done in the next few weeks. That's what Marcus was thinking. Charlie Jones going to the Bongos. Yeah. Cody Wooding's your Campbell replacement? Whoa, no, he ain't. No, he ain't. No, he ain't. The 25th. I don't know what day that falls on. I guess I could look at the calendar. Oh, it's Tuesday. Yeah, we typically do these on Tuesdays. Keyshawn Butte going to the Panthers. And Israel Abanikanda gets to be the speed bat there in Chicago. Rodgers deal isn't done because his comment that was 99% retired on McAfee spooked the Jets GM. That's pretty funny. Yeah, no, we'll do one, dude. Yeah, we'll do it on Tuesday. I always do these on Tuesday. That's like the day for sure I'm typically always streaming. Dude, I said that so slow. I said that so slow. All right, Laird Random. Be easy. Hopefully you were happy with your draft. We're going to go over the picks after these last two. Am I the only one that thinks the Raiders took a step back by replacing already good, fine players with the same caliber and same money spent? Yeah, I don't think the Raiders have done much. I still think they're the worst in the division. Taco Tuesday. Caillou Blue Kelly. All right. Kai, you're the last pick here, man. Don't take your sweet little time. You're still here. Make your pick. There we go. Hero of the channel, Kai. hero of the channel. Let's run through this. Arizona Cardinals, Devon Witherspoon, Osiris Torrance, Joe Tippmann, Tooley, Toy Peloto, and Kendre Miller. Falcons, Will Anderson, John Michael Schmitz, Ivan Pace, Xavier Hutchinson, and Kenny McIntosh. Baltimore Ravens, Nolan Smith, Cameron Mitchell, and Kobe Wooden. Buffalo Bills, Broderick Jones, Cedric Tillman, Riley Moss. Carolina Panthers, Bryce Young, Jack Campbell, Jonathan Mingo, Tank Bigsby, and Keyshawn Butte. The Chicago Bears, JSN, Andre Carter, Keanu Benton, Tyler Steen, and Izzy Ebenakenda. Bengals, they got Darnell Wright, Clark Phillips, and Charlie Jones. Cleveland Browns, Gervon Dexter, A.T. Perry, Jose Ramirez, Olusegun Oluwatimi. Dallas Cowboys, Brian Branch, Steve Avila, and Devon A. Chain. Denver Broncos, Derek Hall, Matthew Bergeron, and Noah Sewell. Detroit Lions, Joey Porter, Bijan Robinson, Mozzie Smith, Keon White, and Trenton Simpson. Green Bay Packers, Zay Flowers, Darnell Washington, Zach Charbonnet, and Chris Smith. Houston Texans, Anthony Richardson, Lucas Van Ness, Brian Brazee, Dion Henley, and Marvin Mims. Indianapolis Colts, Tyree Wilson, Hendon Hooker. By the way, Tyree Wilson, when they moved down to 7, the Titans moved up to 6 and took the 4th quarterback off the board. So there's a little context for you. Hendon Hooker, Josh Downs, Cody Mock, and Eli Ricks with Luke Schoonmaker. Jacksonville Jaguars, Miles Murphy, Cam Smith, and Chandler Zavala. Kansas City Chiefs, Kalijah Cansey, Zach Harrison, Tucker Kraft, Andre Yoshavas, and Caillou Blue Kelly. Chargers, Michael Mayer, Jalen Hyatt, Jamie Robinson, Roshan Johnson. If I miss one of these teams, let me know. We got the Rams, Will McDonald, Sam Laporta, and Garrett Williams. The Raiders, they took C.J. Stroud, Darius Rush, Byron Young, Brandon Joseph. The Miami Dolphins selected Luke Musgrave and Wanya Morris. Honestly, I think that's one of the better mocks for the Dolphins we've seen. The Vikings, Drew Sanders, DJ Turner, Trey Palmer, Keandre Coburn. This was my draft. I was the New England Patriots. Quentin Johnston, Tyreek Stevenson, Dorian Williams, Zach Kuntz, and Kobe Turner. Saints, Felix Anudike Uzama, Carl Brooks, Tajay Spears, Michael Wilson, and Andrew Voorhees. New York Giants, we got Deontay Banks and Jordan Addison. Short night for the Giants. Oh, man, we got a ton of picks here for the Jets. Dalton Kincaid, Sidney Brown, Blake Freeland, Travius Hodges, Tomlinson, Yaya Diaby. We got Owen Papo and Jaron Hall. Eagles, Christian Gonzalez, Adetomiwa Adebari, and Antonio Johnson. Steelers, Paris Johnson, DeJuan Jones, Manuel Forbes, and Jalen Jones. Seattle Seahawks, ton of picks. Jalen Carter, BJ Ojolari, Jamari Gibbs, Keely Ringo, Luke Whippler, Siaki Ika, Jordan Battle, Tanner McKee, Marvin Overshown, and Parker Washington. It was a mouthful. We got the Bucks, Anton Harrison, Isaiah Foskey, Rasheed Rice, Quan Martin, and Nick Herbig. Titans, they moved up. Got Will Levis, Tank Dell, and Jalen Duncan. And finally, the Washington Commanders, they took Peter Skoronsky, Julius Brents, Jaden Reed, and Isaiah McGuire. I think we got all of them. Are you going to have a draft live? Yeah, I do a watch party every year. All 3 days, I will be here. Yeah, basically Seahawks did the Madden draft. But thank y'all for hanging out with me. I'm going to go ahead and release my 7-round mock draft for the Miami Dolphins as a YouTube short. So go ahead, check that out. More content for y'all tomorrow. Be there for that. Lots of draft content. It is what it is. Check out the community tab. I'm going to start having polls in there as well for for positions and whatnot, get y'all's opinion on stuff. But as always, till next time, you be easy, my friends. Later.